Hello traders, hope you're doing well. I'm making this video to give a brief explanation on two of the new indicators which I created. The first one is manual harmonic patterns with interactive inputs, and the second one is manual harmonic projections with interactive inputs. They both are similar in a few ways. Both make use of interactive inputs, the features of the trading, the Pine script and the trading view, and also both of them are based on harmonic patterns. So there's slight difference between each of both of these indicators. I'll explain in this video how to use both of these and how to make use of the outcome of these indicators. Let's get started. The first one is manual harmonic patterns. So as we all know, harmonic patterns are the reversal patterns, which are based on the pivots, which are calculated based on the pivots. For example, there's also a tool here. If you see, it's XABCD is a harmonic pattern and cipher pattern. So you select X, A, B, C, and D. This is a harmonic pattern. So, but it doesn't say, the trading view tool doesn't say that it's really a pattern. It just tells you what are the ratios and etc. So that you can refer it to the pattern ratios and see if that belongs to any patterns. So instead of what if I say, instead of what our tool does is, instead of just giving the ratios, it also will tell you what pattern it is. So let's try doing the same thing on the same lines. So manual harmonic patterns, select the one in the library. So it tells you to select the points, interactive, the time and price points based on the interactive inputs. So let's select the same points: pivot low, pivot high, pivot low, pivot high, and pivot low. So select all these points. There are two patterns here, cipher and anti-butterfly. So whenever there are two or more patterns here in the PRZ zones, it means that the PRZ zones are kind of a mixed. It can be cipher from here to here and anti-butterfly from here to here. So if such kind of things happen, so instead of showing two different PRZ zones, what we are showing is just mixing both of them, combining both of them, and showing it as a single zone, right? Yeah, that's what it's doing at present. I'll delete this one. So what we do is, what we did now is we selected 5 points, X, A, B, C, D, and based on that, the script identified whether it belongs to a particular harmonic pattern and printed it on the screen. So let's say if we look for this one, this point is not a harmonic pattern which we have included in the script. So what it's showing is it's not showing any pattern appears zones here, and also it's not showing any line fills in this area. So that's how the script works. And also keep in mind that the interactive inputs doesn't care whether you selected the right points. So instead of selecting the real pivots, if you select something like this, which is not a real pivot, it still does its job, but it doesn't verify this whether this is a real pivot, right? So you need to be aware of how to use this and what all the what actually is harmonic patterns and how to use them and all. If you give a wrong input in the interactive inputs, if you select the wrong inputs, it doesn't help you. And also there are things like, for harmonic pattern, there shouldn't be any overlap. For example, the BCD line, the price should not cross PD line or price should not cross XP line. So if that happens, it's not a valid harmonic pattern. But the script doesn't check all these things. It's since it's interactive, it's based on the interactive inputs and ratios. We can't really check what's exactly happening in the price. So it's rather a drawing tool rather than a scanner. It will not scan anything in the historical price. It won't do anything automatically. It's just that, if you see a pattern, if you think that there can be a harmonic pattern, and let's just verify based on the ratios, it will make it easy for you, so that the script will do all the calculation and tell you whether there's any pattern or not. All right, that's about the first script with auto harmonic patterns. And let's have a look at the second one, which is auto harmonic projections. I'll I'll make this, I'll hide this for now. So let's say you don't know, you don't have this point. Let's say price just reached here and it hasn't come till here. But you want to see, if based on X, A, B, C, there are how many patterns are there here? Like, how many possible patterns or how many possible potential reversal zones are here. So in that case, what you can do is there are two things you can do. For example, let's use the same thing. Let's say, I'll add it again, sorry. Manual harmonic patterns, say, let's say this X, A, B, C, and D. So you're expecting D to be here and see if there is any pattern. Yeah, it's a bat here. Yeah, you can say that, the bat, there's a pattern here, but you don't know until you just drag it and see experiment a bit and all these things. Otherwise, you don't know whether there can be a potential pattern there or not. Anti-shark is here and all these things. So to make it easier, like, instead of just keep dragging and trying to see that there's a pattern, what you can do is you can use the other step, which is manual harmonic projections. So select manual harmonic projections with interactive inputs. If here you don't need to select X, A, B, C, D. Instead, you just need to select X, A, B, and C, and it will tell you where all different patterns are. See bat, anti-shark, and crab. So we already saw that the bat comes up here and shark comes up here. There is a slight change though. There can be a slight difference between these two. Let's say, let's add back this patterns and select the same points, X, A, B, C, and let's select this as a D. Yeah, the bat is almost same. Let's select this, add shark. Yeah, see this, the anti-shock is a bit bigger than this one. That's because manual harmonic patterns, it will use only the XAD range, XAD or XAD in case of cipher, range to plot plot the PRZ zone. So it's like XAD min to XAD max. So that's what is showing in the manual harmonic patterns. We just change in color so that it will be clear. So yeah, so this is this is only the XAD range, but here it's a combination XAD and BCD. So let's say if this is the XAD range and if this is the BCD range, that means that BCD, the overlap, only the overlap of BCD and XCD is used in the, in this projections. That's because, in case of harmonic patterns, manual harmonic patterns, we already know XABCD. So it's easy to verify BCD ratio against already present D point. So for PRZ, we don't actually check BCD ratios. We just take XAD as a XAD range as a PRZ. But in case of manual harmonic projections, we don't know the fixed D. So D is kind of a dangling point here. So because of that, what we need to do is, we need to consider both BCD and XAD and see uh, where they're like, merging together, where there's a common points between common area between these two zones. We should use that as a PRZ in the case of projections. That's why it's slightly different. Yeah, right. And that's about it. I think you can try to use it on any chart. Wait, I think I removed the wrong one. Okay, so you can try to use it on any chart. Let's say you can select a different. Maybe you can just see a few other examples. Um, Let me check. So it has run up a lot of zigzags. So what I do, manual harmonic projections. So there's been a lot of, yeah, so let's select a pivot low here. Pivot low, it's a big pattern, I, A, B, Let's see. There's no pattern yet. So, but let's say if we change the X to here, yeah, there's a possible pattern here, possible, you know, pattern if price comes back to here. So in case of projections, we don't really need to worry much unless the price drops below B level, right? So there's no point, shorting at this point, thinking that, price will come back to here. It can go back higher, and, it may still create further opportunity for patterns. See this, is also anti-Gartley here. So we don't need to really consider it as a bearish signal. Um, if this happens, we can just keep moving. Only when the price comes below B level, then we can think of this as a potential reversal zone and see if we can set up buying targets somewhere here. So these are all, yeah, that's about it. So if this is kind of a, like, potential reversal zone. So the idea of this harmonic patterns is that price may reverse at this point and it may go back and down. Right, that's about using manual harmonic patterns and manual harmonic projections. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please try it out on your favorite stock or favorite crypto or any of your favorite instruments. And please let me know your reviews. Thanks very much. Have a good day. Bye.